Alright, hello and welcome back to another episode of Mr. Pisto Plays Magic the Gathering Arena Brawl deck techs and gameplay sessions. We have Katilda, Dawnhart Martyr. Finally a pretty good spirit legendary creature. So it's flying, lifelink, protection from vampires, comes up early. Its power and toughness are equal to a number of permanents you control that are spirits and or enchantments. It also has the disturb side of after it dies going into the graveyard. In this case, you can cast it as an enchant creature. That creature gets flying, lifelink, protection from vampires, so it gets all of Katilda's abilities, along with getting +X versus the number of spirits and or enchantments you control. So you can let it die, you can bring it back from your graveyard, and then when it dies again, you get to put it in your command zone. You get to cast it for 5. I don't know how disturb works. That hasn't come up yet with casting it for its disturb cost from the graveyard. You know the how that works. Comment down in the comments below how disturb plus the commander tax works, if that does anything. A few cards to highlight. Paladin class. This slows your opponents down, makes your creatures a little bit bigger, and also can make one creature much bigger when it attacks if you can get it to level 5. I put the Twin Blade Geist here as one of those spirits that goes to the graveyard, and then you can recast it from your graveyard with the disturb cost. There are a few of them. This one gives double strike. A few of those. Valor and Stance was reprinted in standard. 2 mana, gives a creature you control, or gives a creature, it can be any creature, indestructible, but also destroys a creature with toughness 4 or greater, so it has a lot of multi-purpose there. Wedding Announcement, being able to create little 1/1s, and then eventually giving you all your creatures +1/+1. It's quite good. And then we have Hallowed Haunting, 4 mana, as long as you control 7 or more enchantments, creature can control flying and vigilance. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white spirit cleric creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal, to the number of spirits you control. So the deck has a lot of enchantments and a lot of, so it's 15 enchantments, including some of these creatures that also make enchantments. So that card, wherever it went, could be or should be quite powerful. Felidar Retreat is another one of those powerful enchantments. Journey to the Oblivion, getting rid of things, a few extra cool spirits, and Thalia is back to slow our opponents down a little more. It does hurt us quite a bit, but it also hurts our opponents, so double-edged sword in that one. So 17 snow-covered plains. This art is fan-freaking-tastic, and let's get into some games. Haven't seen this commander in a while. Valki, God of Lies, and Tibalt, Cosmic Imposter. Yeah, we can keep this. Lands, 2-drop, maybe 3-drop. Yeah, this sounds good. This is usually straight up Rakdos control because Tibalt is just that powerful. But the odd time you might see it running as a non, or is it more of an aggro deck? If they cast Tibalt onto. They don't cast Tibalt on. Alright, I think we play Thalia over this. Slow down the plays that they want to make. Interesting sleeve to be playing with your Tibalt deck. Here, I think I'm going to just play Adeline and get that ball rolling. That's quite powerful. A good start. A very strong start. Gonna do the go wide first. Dokie. I'm going to do this. This here. Ash. Now we're getting into all the board wipe territories in black and red. So there's that. I would really like to be able to leave this available next turn. Sure. Right. I'm 100% going to play a double striker? Or do I want to play the 2/2? Let's do the double striker. Right, I have Guardian of Faith online. Now do I save that or do I just let it go? I'm going to save that. This. Get in for a whole bunch. That's annoying. And then we'll suspend this. This is a little bit of an insurance if they wipe the board. But they don't, and we win. All right, on to game number 2. We have a pretty good hand. We're gonna keep this up against Farideh, Devil's Chosen. Does Dark One's own luck. Whenever you roll one or more die, so it'll be the dice. It's a dice roll deck. I'm gonna go with this first. So it'll have all the dice rolling cards from that set. Could be another quick one, maybe. That's gonna go under this. And we get to play Cleric class. Are they gonna stay? They shouldn't. Play the Cleric class, and then we'll bash for 7. 2, put a counter there. Rolly the rollies. This one? Or do I just keep? Let's do this. I like both of those. Ask for 6, 7. Gain 2 life. Gain a bunch of life. This has lifelink. Now they need a bounce spell or something bigger. That works. What? Sure. There's an instance where you don't want to hit the 20. Why not attack? Gain control until the end of your next turn. Interesting. Let's go find ourselves a plains. And I guess we'll do this. And we're not going to attack. We get it back at the end of this turn. Unless they can sacrifice it. All the dice roll cards. Makes sense. Have a way to kill it. It is an 8/8. Soon to be 9. Back with everything. They have to chump. I'm going to put that. That means you die. This means you live. Or try to draw 2. 1 on the top, so they drew something. Is it enough though? We got another W. All right, on to the next game. EDH Titan. We have removal, weird removal. Good. Let's keep it. All right, this is a deck that I think is going to be interesting to build. Halana and Alena partners. 4 mana, 2/3. Put X/1/1 counters. X is Halana power on another one, and then that creature gains haste. So it's basically Gruul aggro. What I really need to do is draw a land. A land would be nice. Land would be real nice. Well, ask and you shall receive. This is not at its best in this deck. It would be better probably in a Trillisara deck with all the life gain. I think depending on what we draw, if we draw land, I'm going steel here, holding up these 2. If we don't draw land, I'm probably holding up Guardian of the Faith along with Faithful Absence. I guess I got a question. What are y'all's favorite pet? I really like this dragon, the white one, but I also really love the fox that we got a long time ago. Paladin class. Hold up these 2, or do I hold up the spell that saves our creatures? I think we do this. If they do try to do something to these, it makes it a little bit harder. That also grows bigger. I could have disenchanted that because they are stuck on mana. Hopefully they don't concede because they're stuck on mana. But that is just part of this game. You get mana screwed, you get flooded. Everybody can blame the shuffler all they want. Yeah, that they're not gonna like what's happening here. This could make them concede. White's off color pie spell. Yeah, that's what I thought it would make them concede. All right, it looks like we're gonna get a few games this go around. All right, on to game number 3. All right, we got lands. This actually kind of neuters their commander a little bit, which is interesting. This also kills their commander. A pretty good 4-drop enchantment. Yeah, let's keep it. So Yasharn, Implacable Earth, 4 mana 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, search for a plains and a forest basics. Put them into your hand. So it's like the commander that makes it so that you don't miss land drops. Also makes it so that players, including yourself, can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Probably built around the landfall mechanic in and of itself. This spell really slows that down. That makes it so if permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger, counter that ability. It's a very, very strong. On 4? Or do I make sure I hit our land drops? I think we're just gonna do this. Why not? This is gonna hurt, but that's okay. I have a fight spell. That could have been a reason to hold up Valor stance. Nah, we're not blocking. I'm going to do this. Which will force them to activate this if they want. Land. I'm going to play this. Search for this. And I think I'm just going to, well, let's see. Attack with these two. Mm-hmm. It effectively kind of did the same thing. Maybe I probably would have gotten 5 damage in if I just destroyed this. Maybe I should have just destroyed this. But they got lands for days. Shoot swarm. Ugh. All right, race is on. This outraces the shoot swarm pretty quickly. Do that. Next turn I get, if we draw a land, I get 3. This next land makes a shoot swarm copy. It does. Ew. They could get 2 lands here. They could get 2 lands here. A very powerful card. Choices. Blonde. They got shoot swarm tokens for days, but I'm still going to. That's a daring block. B44 flying angels, please. Now what? Concede, that's what. All right, on to the last game with this mono white. I guess you could call it aggro deck. All right, do this. We're getting a lot of the old school commanders. This is definitely a keep. Tyvar, Kell, Elfball, Golgari elves. I don't know how much this is going to help us in this game, but you never know. The real Luminarch aspirant, not the stupid fake alchemy one. Interesting. Right, so this can't attack or block. There's no point in doing that. Get this going. Or we could get Katilda. Let's get Katilda going. Put it here. Offer up the trades. Doubt they're gonna trades. But they might trades. Really? Wow. I guess it's a hard card to keep up with. This is definitely one that we... Oh, hold up. Nope. 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 I almost made a boo-boo. Still deal power damage though. Fight, 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 fight. It is an elf. It's very nicely with Tyvar Kell. A very strong card too. Okay, what is this? Can't remember what this legendary creature does. What does this thing do? When it enters the battlefield, target creature blocks this turn of Fable. Okay, I guess we trade. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. Oh, I forgot to leave it in my graveyard. Card's fun. I think we go this. Grab ourselves a land. Play a land. Man, the Starnheim Unleashed has been an MVP. Which one do you kick out? Got it. That's a nice one. Do I play the 5? This one? I only have 5 mana. I guess we be mana efficient. Interesting. They don't have the dual forest. Yikes. That's a lot of manas. Here's a land. Let's do this. Here. This. Here. Attack for 10. Sure. Your creature's got death touch and you got a metric butt ton of mana. I wonder what they're gonna dig up. They can search for anything. The good thing is they had to use a bunch of black mana. So they have to find a removal spell that only costs 1 black mana. That's a big plus. And we got this Starnheim Unleashed in our back pocket. Just chilling. Chilling like a villain. We can also make this a 3/4 flyer. Okay. Return an elf for a land. What do they get? Oh, they got that thing back. I guess they can cast it now. Land. Can't equip that because I don't have the mana. I can make 1 4/4. I think I hold on to it. This needs what? 3 counters? You have not cast your commander once this game. I wonder. What's. Huh. Interesting cards. Valorous stance. That the lethals? It is. A good games. Those were good games. All right, let's do a little post game and we'll wrap up this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll get into the post game now. All right, so that was Katilda, Dawnhart Martyr, white aggro, enchantment, spirits. It got the job done. The way I kind of built the deck was a little more of a hybrid of spirit and enchantment. Kind of the best of both worlds. You could just go heavy spirit or heavy enchantment. Also added cards like Starnheim Unleashed, which I think was MVP in a lot of our games, or at least it was there as like the catch up. So if we were to got board wiped in any of those games, we could have played this after the board wipe and got ourselves back in play. Where are you? Another non spirit or enchantment card with Luminarch Aspirant I think is a very strong card, along with someone like Adelaide or Resplendent Cathar. Like, so there I've went with a little more of a hybrid plus some really good cards. You could just go like straight spirits. So there are a lot of spirit cards that I didn't even think about playing. I think Pillar Drop Rescuer could be something to play around with. There are some other spirits like, really I think I got most of the really good spirits. Fleeting Spirit is something that might have been a possibility. When I first started playing, I had the Stonerise spirit in the deck, but it didn't really get there. There are also enchantments. There are a lot more enchantments. You could go really enchantment heavy and focus almost like Voltron-y kind of deal with Katilda, playing more removal spell based enchantments like the pacifisms, like the Divination Vortex. There, you could have gone that route. Minimus Containment. There are a lot of other. I could have maybe played Starnheim Corsair too. It makes your artifacts and enchantments cheaper. I think the way I built the deck, you can see it really heavy on the enchantments. I think it's one of the better ways to play with Katilda. But like I said, my decks are starting points. You can take this and go any direction you want to go with it. Tweak it any way you want to tweak it. But as far as Katilda goes, we didn't get to see Katilda's Rising by Dawn because we were winning games in 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Which is quite nice if you're looking for dailies or you're looking to do your cast 30 white spells. I think the Katilda Dawn Martyr is a card that is definitely worth looking into. Alternatively, Adelaide Resplendent Cathar I think is also very strong in mono white. I didn't get to play with them in the last set because I kind of burnt out. But I'm back, and you have an invitation to the wedding that Katilda is going to destroy because it absolutely wrecked today. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. Pisto to you. Take care. Bye for now.